Hey guys, so by this point you know that you have the option in this course of buying the textbook or using what we call OER sources or open educational resources. Regardless of what you choose, it's going to be your responsibility to put together good quality citations for the primary sources that you write about, for the secondary sources that you write about as well. When you're putting together a citation for a source from the internet, it can be a little bit challenging, maybe a little bit intimidating, just because we're not as used to it as we are citing sources from books. So I wanted to walk you through what would be required of you in putting together citations for those primary sources if you're pulling them from the internet. Now the 8th edition of MLA, which is what we're using in this course, is a lot more simple than the 7th edition was, and so you're coming at this in a pretty lucky time. So I'm actually just going to walk you through it. You start with the author of the story, or the poem or the novel or the play. And you start with last name, comma, first name, period. Then you go on to the title of the story. If it's a story or a poem, you put that title in quotation marks. If it's a novel or a play, a like book-length play, you would italicize it and follow that by a period. So review quotation marks and italics when you're dealing with titles. But if you're using quotation marks, the period goes on the inside of those quotation marks. You follow that with the title of the website that you're using. So if you're using bartleby.com, you would say Bartleby, and that would be italicized, followed by a comma. And then you put the URL for the story that you're using, or the link that you used to find that story, followed by a period, and then the word accessed and the date that you accessed it online, followed by a period. All right, so I'll walk through that one more time. Start with the author's last name, comma, first name, period, and then you go on to the title of the piece, right? So if it's a short story or a poem, you put it in quotation marks, put the period on the inside of those quotation marks. If it's a play or a novel, a book-length play or a novel, then you italicize it and you follow that by a period. Then you include the title of the website that you're using, like Bartleby, italicized, followed by a comma. Then the URL or the link that you used to access the source, and then the word, followed by a period, and then the word accessed and the date on which you accessed it online, followed by a period. Right? So way easier than it used to be, but as always, if you have any questions, please feel free to get in touch with me.